How's it going, everyone? Wraith here from RipNtear Gaming, and hope you're all having an awesome day so far. In this video, I wanted to talk about something that's been a kind of a big topic as of recently with the first update from Doom Eternal. It's definitely been something that's been creating a lot of heat and bad reviews for the game on Steam, and a lot of people are really upset about just overall why Doom Eternal has this anti-cheat software on it. Before I get going though, I definitely want to just say how much I appreciate all the support on the channel. You guys are really awesome. You know, this channel wouldn't be where it is without you all, so thank you. If you do like Doom content, then this is definitely a place to be. And be sure to like and subscribe if you do like this content, and let's try to get this video up to at least 1,000 likes. Other than that, let's get into the topic. So to start off with, first of all, Doom Eternal has been out for a good amount of time, and a lot of people are actually really enjoying it. I really love the game. It has been a great experience. We've been looking forward to this game for many years, and the reviews, the hype, everything has been so positive, and just the community has been really building up just everything about this game. And now on top of that, once the game was released, it actually did really well as far as sales and just the overall support. And not only that, its software has been really transparent with the game, as well as like Hugo Martin on like Facebook. You know, he's been posting a lot of things, communicating with the fans, and just the whole transparency has been really good. However, with this whole new update, which of course there are a lot of positives though, I just want to point out, you know, of course, obviously it's great that id Software is constantly trying to give out some more end game content, so we're not just stuck just playing just the single player with really nothing to work towards. This time around though, at least with this update, there's at least like 4 camos that you can get. Well, not 4 camos, 4 skins you can get for like the Pain Elemental, which is a really funny one. And then all the other great stuff as far as icons and player cards and all that stuff there. Other than that, a thing that a lot of people are just not really enjoying is this whole thing with the Denuvo anti-cheat. Now, of course, by the time this video has been uploaded, you can easily go anywhere and find a lot of different information about this. I'm probably just beating a dead horse right now. But as far as my understanding, and I'm pretty much of an average user, or at least a PC consumer. You know, of course, I recently built my PC last year and just still trying to understand everything. As far as what I know from the Denuvo is that obviously a lot of people don't like it. It has access, like kernel 0 access, which of course gives pretty much access to everything. So right there, that's just something I at least personally don't like, just because then, you know, you're just giving a program more access, and you know, you don't want that. You got things on there, maybe you got really important files, photos, you know, important things maybe related to your bank account, things like that. But of course, one thing though that it doesn't make a whole lot of sense is that it's mandatory, of course, to install and to play on Doom Eternal. Now, there are instructions in how to uninstall it and do all that jazz, but of course the problem with that is that if you do uninstall it, you can't play the game. So a lot of people aren't even able to play the game because they don't want this software on their computer. And that totally makes a lot of sense. You know, like I mentioned, I don't want to have any type of program that's really unnecessary, especially if I just want to play this single player campaign. Playing online, having an anti-cheat makes sense, of course. You know, there will always be cheaters, and that is the reason why we have anti-cheats, and I'm definitely all for it. It's just, as far as this type of program, I think id Software Bethesda could have done a little bit better. Hopefully we at least get a statement eventually about the whole situation and their decision on why they chose Denuvo over maybe, I don't know, anti-easy cheat or easy anti-cheat. And with that one's not horrible. Like, of course, a few games that, or at least a couple games I know of have it, is at least the Master Chief Collection, and I think Gears of War 5 as well. Now, the only thing I really don't like about that program is that I always have, before I can even play them, at least Gears of War 5, I would have to actually disable, or at least go in the task manager and cancel the process for a few things for like my RGB stuff. So like I have like the Trident program, I have to like disable that or at least turn it off. And it's a little menial of a task to do, but at the same time, it's not as crazy as this Denuvo anti-cheat. Now, of course, I am by no means an expert with, you know, anti-cheat software, but of course, yeah, it's just definitely something that I don't think the community really wants. You know, we're definitely seeing a lot of negative feedback. You know, you go on to Steam, you know, the reviews, like when the game came out, like the positive reviews were really good. And then now all of a sudden now it's in mixed reviews. And of course we can see that most of them right now as of recently are negative reviews. Now that's really bad for a game, because especially if somebody's a newcomer to the Doom community, like if somebody just encountered Doom, and by all means, there are plenty of people who have never heard of Doom. Especially when back before this whole pandemic was happening, there were plenty of my coworkers that have never heard of the game. And I explained to them what it is. They got excited and they're like, yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. So those type of people, you know, once they discover upon this and they just so happen to play on PC, they're not going to want to play it. And especially those who do know a lot about PCs and all the whole back-end systems and all that stuff. And, you know, especially those are the type of people that are doing these reviews saying that they don't want to buy the game or to even play it. And that just right there just shows that, like, why was it necessary to do this? Like, I understand that we do need an anti-cheat software to, you know, be able to stop those people from, you know, cheating online, because I have seen some comments in social media where people maybe have played somebody that had infinite ammo, infinite life. And for those who actually want to experience battle mode, and battle mode is, of course, it is a fun experience. It's like an added bonus to Doom Eternal's campaign, but I wouldn't say that it's like the primary focus and reason you would buy Doom, obviously. Doom Eternal is mostly for the single player. And by having this anti-cheat software, then you're forced to have to just not play the game. And on top of that, a lot of people here that are Linux users, I've noticed that they're actually not even able to play it because the whole performance issues. Of course, talking about performance issues, this is a big thing that a lot of people have noticed, is that it has been dropping like frame rates. It's been having a lot of instability. Now, I think that's a little bit more of a case-by-case scenario, because I've tried doing it and recently I've been playing the game and I haven't noticed any performance issues, at least major issues. The only thing I've really noticed is maybe the loading times in between levels were slightly slower, but nothing too crazy or out of the ordinary that I would really make a huge difference. And then I've done like a benchmark as far as like FPS goes, and I've been getting a pretty stable FPS. So a lot of people are experiencing that. Maybe a lot of them aren't. It might be just a small percentage. But if you are, experiencing performance issues, definitely let me know down in the comment section so we can kind of calibrate who is actually having those experiences. Something though I definitely want to point out is that a lot of people are wanting to attack id and Bethesda for this. Now, of course, if you already have watched Midnight's video, you probably know where I'm coming from with this, and it does make sense. There are people, like people are people, right? They make mistakes. So it honestly could have just been a mistake that happened on Bethesda's side. Obviously, they should have done a little more research on it, maybe looked into the community and see, hey, what type of anti-cheat software you guys would like to have, something like that, an example. But I think that, yeah, we should definitely, at least for the time being, I know we do need to express our opinions of this situation, because otherwise they won't fix it. Like, they'll just leave it as it is. Hopefully, like I mentioned before, we'll have a statement of some kind and a little bit more of an explanation. And because with Doom Eternal, like, this is such a great game. It has such a great future, with all of these new updates, at least the free content, like the microtransactions don't exist in this game. It's really hard nowadays to find games that don't have microtransactions. And so with this game, like, they really wanted to bring the best possible experience to the players this time around for Doom Eternal, because Doom 2016 was a great game, and then they blew it out of the water with Doom Eternal. Now, all they need to do is just be able to fix this situation with the Denuvo anti-cheat software. And I think if they are able to fix this and be able to at least give us a statement, let us know what the situation is, I think then we can continue forward with this game and actually be able to play it. So what do you guys think about that? I know that, like I said, I'm not a pro of like the whole situation, and I just wanted to at least voice my opinion that, this is something that kind of irritates me, is that, I've been part of the Doom community for a while, and it bothers me that a lot of people are not wanting to play the game just because of this little thing, even though it is not a little thing, granted. But of course, it just bothers me that for a game that we've been looking forward to for so long, we're having an issue like this that shouldn't have happened in the first place. So I definitely just wanted to voice my opinion on this. Like I said, I'm not a professional when it comes to back-end technology, IT, all that jazz, all that jargon, but definitely let me know what you feel about this situation. You know, let me know in the comment section. We'll kind of get the conversation started. But other than that, I just wanted to have this simple video just talking about the situation. I think things will definitely get better. Like I said, we're just going to have to wait on what happens on id and Bethesda's side. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little chat with me, and if anything, hope you guys have a great one. Don't forget to rip and tear. Peace.
BFG 10,000